The newest trailer for the Eternals is, well, the final trailer also. So if people were expecting another trailer that's going to reveal more, it's going to be rather disappointing for them to learn that that's not the case. Now I want to go over on the details that the trailer releases in a little bit more of a constructive breakdown of what they're saying and the impact that Infinity War and Endgame and the Infinity Stones had on the Eternals and the birth of the Celestials. So we are going to have two images I display here, one after the other. So the first one is something falling to Earth, and then the next image is quite clearly like a tidal wave and the Earth all sorts of being deformed and destroyed. Now in the trailer, we also hear Ajax explaining to Icarus that the use of the Infinity Gauntlet, specifically the use of it multiple times, and the second time really being a huge factor, aka when Bruce Banner uses it, followed by a rapid third one, caused an event called the Emergence. Now, while looking into the comics and while looking at what they could be doing here, the object falling from space into the water could be, and more than likely is, awakening something deep underneath the water and possibly even the mantle. Hence why we see volcanoes and other things that are erupting. Now, in the last decade, Marvel Comics has also dealt with Celestials being on Earth. So it's safe to assume that whatever is falling from space could be causing the emergence, aka causing the awakening of whatever is buried underneath. Now, while we do not have the full details of what the villain's plot is, and they're keeping that very tightly under wraps where we don't know anything about the villains, it would be safe to assume that the Eternals, because they say in the trailer, they will only help humanity when the Deviants show up, that this emergence could be either caused by Deviants being the ones that fall to Earth and trying to activate a Celestial that is within the planet that is going to hatch, because that is a thing, because Celestial eggs do find themselves embedded within planets. The Deviants being here trying to cause the extinction of humanity because they hate humans, because they were the ones that were shunned due to humanity having the better evolution and, well, genetics and everything else, and they were, well, they were deviants. I mean, they deviated from the path. Now again, I am working here with only one image, the dialogue, and little to no knowledge of what the deviants are going to be in the MCU. But I think if you connect the dots of everything I just said, and combine it with the ancient alien theory that they've spent time talking about, I think it's a safe assumption that a Celestial is either within Earth, or whatever is needed to call a Celestial and activate one is within Earth, and the Emergence is talking about exactly that. The emergence of multiple things, such as the Deviants and the Celestials.